Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while I learn this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect out there scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom to do so. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson the cup of salvation. And that's what I'm going to be going into, how the Lord is going to deliver us from this impending danger that's to come. And we're going to get beamed up right before that last plague hits, which is the ICBM thermonuclear missiles. Okay, and I had a better picture, but I can't even generate no more right now. But what you're going to see is, something like this. You're going to see, and obviously it's going to be a better picture in real life. And, but you're going to see, us looking out from a bird's eye view and us witnessing the destruction of Babylon the Great from all the missiles hidden. Okay, because that's prophecy that America, aka Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed by ICBM nuclear missiles. Okay, the average bonehead can't get it because the Lord don't want him to get it. Okay, the Lord don't want everybody to get what's about to happen. Okay, some people have to be judged, and it's rightfully so. Look at the lives that these people live. Look at our people, the state of our people, man. The Lord is only dealing with the elect on this side. 2/3 of our people are completely gone, and they got to be wiped out. And that's gonna happen by ICBM nuclear missiles, man. One of the beloved brothers just posted a lesson today. The brother out there in New Jersey, that Ford and General Motors are gonna start helping Babylon the Great in developing military vehicles. Okay, and that's huge. Okay, the reason why it's so huge is the last time that they contracted GM and General Motors and Ford to build military equipment or military vehicles was right when World War II was taking place. So if you could put the pieces to the puzzle with everything that's going on, man, we right there. Okay, we're going to need deliverance. This is going to be foreign troops over here. Like I said, the last plague is going to be the missiles. There's going to be famine going on. It's going to be pestilence. Okay, earthquakes in diverse places. It's going to be so much going on at once. Okay, it's going to be so much going on at once. We're going to need salvation, man. And we're right here at the brink of when, it's going to take place. We're not far. We see all the puzzle pieces lined up for the prophecies. We're not far. So we only got a little bit to go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get some precepts and start off in the book of Jeremiah. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 16. Let's start at verse 14. It reads, Therefore, behold, the days come, say Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Okay, because that was a magnificent and a great deliverance that was talked about heavy back then. Okay, all the nations was talking about the immense power that the Lord showed and what he did to Egypt, man, which was a thriving kingdom at one point. Okay, but the Lord broke them down. Okay, and it didn't take long, showing the power of the Lord. Hit them with plagues. Okay, took out Pharaoh, hardened his heart. Yeah, this was talked about amongst the nations, and get this, it's still talked about to this day. Okay, so let's read it again. Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, say Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Why is it not going to be talked about no more? It says it right here, verse 15. But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. Talking about North America, where Babylon is. The Lord's going to deliver us out of this place. Okay? Because you're going to have, I'm not going to jump the gun. There's Israelites all over the world, but the majority of us are going to get beamed up out of Babylon the Great. This is the main place for prophecy. Okay? It says, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And that's what I was just going into. Okay? Where you have Israelites scattered amongst all around the world. Okay? And it says, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Okay? The land of Israel. You know, when you go back to the book of Joshua, we had to clear these niggas out. Okay, that land is about to get cleared out again. Okay, by missiles, and it's going to get built up the right way for us. Okay, the Lord made a covenant with our forefathers, and we about to see the fruits of it, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we about to see the fruits of it, man. Okay, as soon as this society goes down, man, okay, we're gonna finally get our rest. All right, because this place is just a joke. It's wicked. Wickedness is increasing every damn day out here, man. The Lord ain't gonna let this thing keep going like this. I'm gonna get this next in the book of Matthew. This is Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at verse 30. Salakia. This is Yahawashi speaking. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. It's talking about Yahawashi himself. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. You know, all the tribes of the earth are going to mourn. You're going to have all this death and destruction happening and going on when Yahawashi makes his return. Everybody, the tribes are going to be in a state of chaos. The heathen is going to be out of it too, but, you know, more or less the tribes, you know, it's going to be all this death and destruction coming on around them. They're going to be mourning, and also at the sight of Yahawashi, man. Okay, people's hearts is going to be, people having heart attacks and shit. They're going to be scared at the sight that they see. It says in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, that our salvation is going to be out of this world. Okay, so people are going to be scared at the sight of it. You know, they're going to be like, damn, what the hell is that? You know, because they only saw it in movies, but seeing it in person is going to scare the shit out of these people, man. And it says, and at the same time, man, you know, you see the Lord coming back, you're going to get a flashback at the life you've been living, you know. And they know they've been living wicked, nasty lives. And it says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, the chariots, okay, with power and great glory. The scripture said that the Lord is not going to meet thee as a man. The Lord is coming back in his God status, okay. Verse 31, Matthew 24 and 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. You know, the four corners of the earth, okay, all around the world. But the main deliverance, like I was going into, is going to happen in Babylon the Great. I'm going to get this next. In the book of Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. You know, and it's talking about when we get beamed up into the UFO. Okay? When we get beamed up into the UFOs. It says, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the inner nation be overpassed. What inner nation? Those nuclear missiles. Okay, hide thyself as it were for a little moment. We're going to get beamed up into them chariots for a certain period of time. All right, and then we're going to come down, like it talks about in the book of Revelation, New Jerusalem. It's a people before it's a place with our new bodies, ready to set the planet Earth in its proper order, under righteousness. Okay, because right now, the planet Earth is being ran in wickedness under Esau. Okay? Get this next in the book of Revelation. This is Revelation 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Okay, and it tells you in Micah 2 and 10 to depart and take your mind out of here. That's step one. Okay, to depart from this place and take your mind out of here, because there's nothing but wickedness here. If you keep your mind here, you're going to be a partaker of what plague? The missiles. All right, so the Lord is going to beam us up right before the missiles hit. All right, but if you weren't doing what you were supposed to do, you still dabbling in the world or bullshit and turned your back on the plow, whatever wickedness you did and didn't get right with the Lord, you're going to be a partaker of the plague of the missiles. Okay, but for brothers that did what they were supposed to do, we're going to get beamed up right before those nuclear missiles hit. And that's coming among us very, very, very soon. And I'm going to get ready to close in the book of Psalms. I'm going to go to 116 and verse 13. I will take the cup of salvation and call upon the name of Yahweh. Okay, and you got people out there saying the name don't matter. Yes, it does. You have to know the names. Did the Lord go let somebody on the ship that's calling him Jesus Christ? No. All right. And it says, I will take the cup of salvation, because in the end, the elect are going to get salvation. Okay. But when you look at the scriptures, James and John came with their mother up to Yahweh Shai, and they wanted to get down with him. And he told them, like, hey, are you able to drink of this cup? Okay, the portion that you're going to receive in this truth. And your cup could be filled with being a martyr. Okay, yes, salvation is going to be there for the elect, but your cup could receive being a martyr for this word. Are you ready for that? These are the times that we're in. It ain't no more 5 years down the line. This is it right here. Okay, this devil's going to get ready to roll on us soon. Can you take everything that's in your cup to receive the cup of salvation? Okay? Because that's what we're going to get in the end. The elect is going to get the cup of salvation, but you have to deal with everything that's in your cup. It's not just the good things. It's the bad things as well. So that's what we have to look forward to, getting salvation out of this wicked society, man. So Lord's will, that was an edifying lesson with that. I'm going to say shalom.